Hello, my name is Celeste from Black Metal Artist, and today I am here with the person behind the project, The Velvet Lies.
Hi, yeah, I'm Mark, and I'm the Velvet Lies.
Awesome. Well, to get started, how did your project come together in 2020?
Yeah, basically, I was sharing a house, and COVID hit. Everyone moved away. They all went back to their families and stuff. And so I thought I'd just try to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and try to write an album, which I did. And now I have four. So yeah.
That's awesome. Now what inspired the name, The Velvet Lies, and what does it represent for the band?
Um, there's a lyric in a Dio song,
Hmm.
and he says "Between the Velvet Lies,"
Hmm.
and I that's always stuck in my head, and I was like, "That's a cool band name. I would keep that." So yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really interesting. Especially compared to other people, what I asked the meaning of is and everything like that. Um, Now, how would you describe your evolution from your early EPs, like depicted to your latest release, Hecatomb?
Yeah, basically, my first two albums that are on Bandcamp, I couldn't actually release those because I was taking samples from movies and from TV shows and stuff and putting them into my music, and obviously that's all copyright, so you can't actually put that out there. It's on my Bandcamp. You can download them for free, um, but yeah, I can't actually sell them or anything like that. So because it's copyright. But yeah, I was just using a little drum machine, one of these little jobbies.
Oh,
Yeah, they're only like £70, something like that. They're pretty cool though. So yeah, and then I kind of evolved and got some friends and stuff to actually put some proper drums behind stuff and actual vocals on things.
no, that's awesome. It's really interesting that you can't really sell your stuff when there's like other bands out there that did the same thing. That's just interesting
Yeah,
to
I
me.
think it's because they're with like they're signed to labels and they've
Mm.
paid for these samples to be on their songs. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That makes more sense in the technicality type of thing, especially just because,
Yeah.
yeah. Now what themes or emotions define the concept behind Hecatomb?
um it's quite a lot of there's quite a lot of death. um there's quite a lot of other things in there. There's one that gets a bit political. um I try not to do that, but every now and again it has to happen, I think, especially with what's going on in the world at the moment.
Hmm.
But yeah, most of it is about death, curses, and serial killers and stuff. That's pretty much where I go.
It sounds interesting though. Regarding your sound, it definitely has like that mix of like doom and groove metal. Now how do you kind of balance the heaviness with the rhythm and atmosphere?
um, it depends what I'm feeling at the time, really, because I kind of I started off wanting to be more stoner, I think,
Hmm.
more stoner rock,
Yeah.
and then it kind of just got a bit more heavier and heavier for every album. So this one I've kind of I don't know, maybe I was listening to more heavier stuff when I was writing it, I think. But yeah, it's this one's definitely the heaviest, and it also helps when you've got a friend that's a death metal drummer,
Mm.
and that kind of changes the aspect of everything that you're actually writing, because I didn't have him on the last tracks, on the
Mm.
last albums. Um, and this time he's made those songs heavier, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's awesome though, especially with the themes that you've mentioned. It's nice to have like that really heaviness regarding like
Yeah.
such themes.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
Now, can you walk us through your songwriting process for tracks like Macabre, Masquerade, or Cursed Seal?
Um, yeah, basically, I pretty much do the same thing with everything. It always starts with a riff. I always, um, I sit and fiddle with my guitar for ages, and then if I come up with a riff, then the song kind of just flows straight away,
Oh,
and it doesn't really take much more. My song's quite short as well, so once I get the bass riff down, I kind of just that's pretty much it's really fast after then. Um, sometimes sometimes I can have the whole song and then it'll take me ages to actually write the lyrics for it. um,
oh.
so yeah, I'll be just walking around listening to the song in my head for ages. But then I'll write the lyrics. I'll stick a terrible drum beat behind it, and then I'll send it off to my friends, and someone will actually sing the song because I can't sing myself. So I'll do a terrible uh, singing over the top of it, and then send that off and go, "There you go, mate. Do what you do."
Hmm.
Yeah, and the same with the drums.
Yeah, that's interesting though. It's nice that you kind of have like a rough draft for them to work with, especially because well, you made this project, you kind of have those people to
Yeah,
help you out.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I pretty much write everything. So,
hmm,
but they kind of finalize it.
yeah. Now, are there any literary, cinematic, or even personal influences behind your lyrical content?
Um, there's a lot of, as I said before, serial killer documentaries. I watch pretty much all of them. I yeah, when they all started coming on Netflix, that was like I think I've watched all of them. Movies again. I've watched a lot of horror films. I've grew up watching horror films.
Mhm.
Um, so that's my go-to really. I love all of that stuff. But then I watch a lot of political documentaries as well and stuff like that. So it all kind of yeah, it's a lot of documentaries, I think.
I gotcha. No, that's really interesting. Because some people they usually talk about like a book or something like that. Obviously there are musicians who like horror films and do it that way, but it's just interesting to
Yeah,
hear.
I don't really read too much. I'm more of a I will read biographies and stuff, but I don't really read literature at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now regarding your songwriting, I know you briefly talked about it, but I guess how do you approach making like the short yet impactful tracks across your EPs?
Um, I've kind of I've listened to a lot of like thrash,
Mhm.
like 80s thrash and stuff with
Mhm.
the short songs and hardcore as well. It's like just relentless short songs, which is
Mhm.
that's my what I grew up listening to. So
Mhm.
that's kind of where that's what I like to listen to. So that's what I like to write as well. I think that's how I gauge it. I think.
Okay, cool. Um, Now, what has been the biggest challenge for you as an independent band so far?
Um, it's I would say it's just trying to get my point across. I think to other people uh, that I would like on the records. This one to be fair, this album went really smooth because everyone got what I wanted to do. Some previous ones, it's a bit hit and miss sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this one was really fast and really smooth. I hope the following ones will be like this because this one was lovely to do. It was great. It was a great experience. I think it's kind of just honing um, the stuff that I was good at as well. Um, so yeah, it's it's difficult being on your own, but it's actually really rewarding in the end
Yeah.
because you know that you've done everything on that pretty much.
Yeah. I think that's definitely a good point, especially for those who work independently.
Yeah.
Now, kind of as a final wrap-up question here, what are your plans for 2026 and beyond, since releasing Hecate?
Um, I've already started the next one. Uh, I don't know whether these songs will actually see the light of day at the moment, but I've got three already written and are good to go pretty much. But I've kind of gone in the political route with these ones because of everything that's happening in the world at the moment. But I don't know whether I'll release that. Not too sure. But there will definitely be something, probably the end of this year,
Hmm.
maybe beginning of next year. I'll probably release something. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was definitely nice speaking with you and getting to know the project a bit more. And I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors.
Cheers. Thank you very much.